Hello, and welcome to Everett Baseball. I'm Sean O'Connor, the voice of. Oh, interesting. That's bizarre. Why that more? Oh, hold on. Why? It's been a real slow today, so that's good. We'll just run a little late. Damn, why isn't that happening? It's being really today. Start. Very quickly, just take a second. Alright. Hello and welcome to Everett Baseball. First play of the game, Maxine clocking out on the first pitch. He saw from S. Harkins. First pitch to Kramer. Call struck on the inside corner. I'm joined today by high school turned college club player, writer for at Pro Bear, and employee of Emery Glove Company, Ben Mazzi. Ben, how's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Not too bad. Merchants looking to get back on the winning side of things, currently riding a 7-game losing streak. 6 of those games up in Alaska to the Gold Panthers. Starting pitcher for them today is Wes Harkins. This ball is fouled away. 1 and 2 count. Harkins on the year, he's appeared in 5 games, 1 start, 14 thirds. He's got 1 run for a 1.22 ERA on the year with 1 away. 1-2 pitch for windup is foul back into the screen, and we will do again. On deck is Jordan Justice playing left field, followed by Jackson Swimwright, Brody Ponte at first base, taking up his Merchants DH, Austin Owens the catcher, Jordan Mello at second base, and rounding out the lineup is Bryce Limbrick in center field. Kenji Miller will start on the ground for Merchants. Pitch down in dirt, 2 and 2 now. 2 Cole Kramer. Playing at Redmond High School today, turf and fields, turf grass in the outfield, bit of weird field setup. So, this team can't play on this field. 2 on the way, it's a grounder right to the third baseman. Throw across the island, got to hurry, and the tag on the back is in time for out number 2. Bring Jordan Justice. Justice hit 375 on the season. He's swung the bat quite well. Bounced between the 3rd and 4th spot in the lineup for the Merchant squad. Trading places with Jackson Swim. Quick first 2 outs for your Merchants. As this pitch is lined well into left field. Played on the top, a leadoff single, or another 2-out single for Jordan Justice, and a 2-out base run for Merchant. Jackson Swim hitting 381 on the year. A little slowed down in Alaska, but picked up a hit every game up there. His average did fall below 400 for the first time this season, as that ball misses low. 1 and 0. Hope you can hear us okay on this YouTube live stream. If not, as always, a recording will be uploaded later tonight. From the stretch, Harkins comes home and a ball missing outside, says unplayed umpire. 2 and 0. We'll discover that the zones are sometimes a little quick on the PIL.
Like that one fell in there, but must have missed out the corner.
2 from the stretch. Harkins delivers low upside, 3 and 0. Jackson Swims found his way aboard quite often this season. He's been able to work walks with some efficiency. Harold Pitt coaching third base. Pitcher Aiden Hammersmark coaching first is the limit to staff for the Merchants. 3 and 0, taking all the way for a ball struck at the knees. 2 away for your Merchants. Kenji Miller will start on the mound. Modestly for Justice. And 3-1. It's outside. Ball forward. 2 aboard for your Merchants of Brody Ponte, who struggled to play this season, hitting 150, but a base hit will likely drive in a run with great speed on at second base.
Watch for that breaking ball. He's been throwing it behind in the count, just missing just the skosh outside.
Ponte digs in, facing Harkins. He's had a tremendous first month of this PIL schedule. Looking to continue that today, but in a bit of a jam in the first inning, he'll take a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Merchants offense hit the skids in a big way in Alaska, failing to score until the 6th inning of Game 3 of that 6-game set. averaging just over a run a game by the time that series was over. Looking to get back to where they were before that series. This ball missing well inside, bouncing in 1-1. This Everett team was averaging just shy of 10 runs a game before heading up to Alaska, when things just stopped working. And they had their opportunities, left the bases 1 and 2. Teddy Bishop, the designated hitters on deck, should he be needed. Righty heavy lineup for Harold Pyatt today with the lefty on the mound. 16 pitches for Miller, or for Harkins rather, so far. 9 strikes. A warm, sunny day here in Redmond, Washington. Block for Harkins. Letters. 1-2 pitch foul right back into the fence. We'll do it in. First one always get you.
Seemed to be on it, picking it up well out of his hand. Not a lot of swing and miss so far.
One and 2. Looking to get on the board. Merchants have spoiled some great opportunities in the first inning lately, and they'll spoil another one here. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that will retire the side. Merchants strand a pair of base runners. We had at the bottom of the first inning. Kenji Miller will take them out for your Merchants. Welcome back to Redmond High School. Isaac Hines will lead off for the Redmond Dudes. He'll face starting pitcher for your Merchants, lefty Kenji Miller. Miller on the season, 3 appearances and 2 starts, 11 innings total. 9 runs, 7 of them earned, 5.72 ERA. His first pitch is a called strike on the outside corner, and we're underway here in the bottom of the first. Hines will be followed by catcher Brandon Soroka and second baseman Angus Adams, missing outside. 1-1 the count. Josh Parks in right field hits 4th for the Dudes, followed by first baseman Tyler Durbin. Jeremy Vieira in left field. Let's wait for the pitch. Swing and a miss. A great breaking ball there by Kenji Miller. Induces the swing and a miss. Hitting 7th is Cameron Buggard at third base. Danny Kahn is at shortstop, and Chase Lindsay hitting 9th will play center field. A swing and a miss for strike 3, and a great start to this game for Kenji Miller. 4 pitches and a strikeout. It'll bring up Brandon Saloka, hitting .250 on the season. Miller, tall, lanky lefty. Bit of a different look than what some of these pitchers will look for. This one hit well, out to right field. Jackson swim looking, but it'll get out of play. Foul for strike number 1. The 0-1 bounces in there, gets a piece of Owens. 1-1.
Gotta get what?
Ponte playing in at the corner a little bit at first. Straight up elsewhere. Miller's pitch is well hit, out to left field. Justice charging. He's under it, and he'll make the play into the sun. A little scary there at the end for out number 2. Bright, sunny, hot day here in Redmond, but cooler than it was yesterday. Only topping out around 90 today in Redmond. It was close to 110 yesterday. Angus Adams climbing in. In limited work, he's hitting 500. This ball fouled off. Miller working quickly. This ball grounded to Ponte at first. Throws over to Miller, who tags the bag, and that is out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Kinsey Miller. We are to the top of the second inning, scoreless here in Redmond. Welcome back. Top of the second inning. Teddy Bishop climbs in, designated hitter today.
Let's go, Teddy.
A bit of a rough season at the plate, but it's been excellent behind the dish for the Merchants. Harkins comes home and a ball missing high, 1-0. On deck is Austin Owen. He's catching tonight. Will be followed by Jordan Mello, the second baseman. No score, top of the second inning. Harkins comes home. The 1-0 pitch is hit well to center fields.
Good read on it. Looks like he brought it in.
Good play made in center field by Chase Lindsay for out number 1. Austin Owen will climb in.
Sounded like solid contact, but ball just didn't travel.
Calm day today, no breeze. Anything that is coming in from right field. First pitch to Owen is inside for ball 1. Check on the MLB scores. Mariners trailing 2-0 in the top of the fourth inning to the Toronto Blue Jays. This ball fouled off down the right field line. Mariners in a bit of a hot streak, taking some series off of some division leaders, something you like to see. Likely no hopes of the playoffs for this Mariners squad as that ball misses outside, but it's good to see some of your talent perform, and you never know. It's baseball.
Still got a lot of games left, but it's going to be hard to make it out of that AL West. Ball outside.
3-1 is Owen looking to get aboard with only one away. The AL West, something else this season as it has been in years past. Astros their normal dominant self, and Oakland's just steadily winning. This ball fouled off to fill the count.
After a rough start for Oakland, too.
Yeah, really tough, but they were able to prove that that was just bad luck, I
Matt
think.
Olson's turned it around and is hitting the ball as well as anybody is.
He certainly is. The A's always find a way. If they don't, they'll finish with 88 to 95 wins every year, it seems. This ball popped up. Could be trouble. Charging in is the left fielder. He'll make the play.
Calls him off at the last second.
Able to make the play there in left field is Vieira. With 2 away, it'll bring up Jordan Mello.
As you were saying, A's find a way to win, the Angels find a way to lose.
Oh, poor Angels.
It's amazing. The talent that they have, it doesn't quite add up, but I guess the pitching staff is...
It's horrendous. And there's no excuse, really. This ball fouled back. Big hack by Mello. I don't understand. It's mind-blowing that a team can have pitching so bad so often and just choose to invest in other areas.
3 MVP caliber players.
This ball hit well, but right to the second baseman. Line out to Angus Adams to end the inning. 1-2-3, go the Merchants. When we come back, bottom of the second inning, Miller will look to keep things scoreless. Welcome back. Right fielder Josh Parks leading off for the Redmond Dudes. Kenji Miller pitched at 1-2-3 top of the first inning. We play in the bottom of the second. Scoreless tie here in Redmond. Miller's first pitch is called strike. Great pitch there, finding a piece of the zone. Talking in the break about the season that Shohei Ohtani is having. Seems like everyone's talking about him right now while missing low. Saw at some point, this may not be the case anymore, but Ohtani's last 9 hits, it was 7 home runs and 2 infield singles, which is just such a strange player, but he's able to make it work in so many aspects of his game. It's fun to watch.
It's definitely something you don't see every day. People call him today's Babe Ruth, but can't imagine Babe Ruth being as athletic as that with the ball low and away.
No, and the fact that he's one of the fastest runners on the base paths in all of Major League Baseball, it's just...
And he's hitting 470-foot home runs while a sub-3 ERA on the mound.
And just a funky swing. Like, watching that guy go opposite ways is just insane. This 3-1 pitch is hit hard, but right to the center fielder. That's a charge late. Lindbergh making the play for out number 1. Tyler Durbin climbing up, first baseman for the Redmond Dudes.
Ohtani does have that kind of funky, more Japanese style to his approach, and obviously the most notable Ichiro Japanese style did not hit for near the power that Ohtani has, but swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
Big swing and a miss there.
But Ichiro always claimed you could hit more home runs if you tried, but hitting near 350 or whatever he did for his career is, I guess, the trade-off he made.
Mariners fans will take it. This ball hit well, but should be playable. Justice overplaying the sun and making the play in left center field for out number 2. Jeremy Vieira climbing in. Yeah, he definitely had power when he wanted to. I remember watching him take batting practice a couple times when he was playing in Seattle, and he would hit the ball pretty well, but I think Mariners fans would rather have a 350 leadoff hitter than a guy that hits 270 with a bunch of home runs. This ball cased into center field. Lead 2-out single for the Dudes will break up, or get the Dudes their first base runner of the game. It'll bring up Cameron Bugger, the third baseman. First pitch he saw, hit it well right up the middle. With the runner on, Miller will pitch from the stretch. This ball grounded up the middle. Kramer will take it, step on the bag, fielder's choice to end the inning. No threats, but the Dudes pick up a hit and strand the runner at first base. We head to the top of the third inning, scoreless tie in Redmond. Welcome back. Bryce Lindbergh will lead things off in the top of the third inning for your Merchants. Still facing Wes Harkins. Just through 2 innings, giving up a hit and a walk, and striking out 1. 9-1-2 due up for your Merchants. So the first pitch is taken outside for a ball, just missing. Merchants will be back in action on Thursday against the Northwest Honkers before taking the holiday weekend off. The 1-0 swung through and missed in on the hands. Nealon on deck. We followed by Kramer. Redmond High School slightly bigger than Hartman Park. 330 down the left field line. 393 to center. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. And 337 down the right field line with pretty deep alleys. Hartman Park barely 300 down the line, so got to get a hold of a ball a little more to get it out of this park. 1-2 on the way. It's fouled off towards the Dude's dugout. We'll do it again. Merchants were scheduled to play a doubleheader on Sunday against the Highline Bears in Everett. Series was, those 2 games were moved early. This ball fouled off on the check swing. 1-2. We'll do it again. That doubleheader was moved to 11 a.m. before being canceled due to a heat advisory. Seems will be made up at some point. We'll update you on that schedule change when we get it. It's a swing and a miss in the dirt. Tagged out is Bryce Lindbergh for out number 1. Bit of a battle, but pitcher winning out in the end. We'll bring up Max Nealon. Everyday third baseman, occasionally playing over at shortstop for your Merchants. Good speed at the top part of the lineup. 0 for 1 with a pop out to the first baseman in the first.
Ball just outside. Good spot to miss.
1-0 on the way, and it's called strike number 1.
Right on that inside corner.
Able to find a little black there. pitchers and hitters trying to figure out the zone. PL zone's a little funky, but normally they're pretty consistent. So if you can figure out what's getting called, you can have a pretty solid game as that misses outside 2-1. Kramer on deck. He'd be followed by Jackson Swim, one away. This pitch missing pretty far outside, 3-1. Merchants currently trailing the Seattle Studs by game in the Pacific International Leagues. That ball misses outside, a 5-pitch walk, and a 1-out base runner will bring up Cole Kramer, the recent Arlington graduate, yet to play any college baseball, hitting .320 on the season. A pretty impressive bat for never playing college ball. Good to see the local kid swinging the bat well. Merchants just trailing the Seattle Studs in the division. Merchants 5-2, Seattle Studs were tied at that record, but have picked up a win or two in the league during the road trip to Alaska. 3 more against the Studs coming later this season. That ball misses up high, 1-0. 1 out here. Merchants grounded into a ton of double plays in Alaska. That was one of their Achilles heels. This season they've been pretty good at avoiding them. We'll see if they can avoid one here. Runner goes. This ball chopped to the right side. Going to be a tough play. The throw across is just in time to get the runner. But Nealon able to find his way to second base. It'll bring up Jackson Swim, or rather Jordan Justice, with 2 away and a runner on second. Justice 1 for 1 with a single. Another hit probably scores the runner with good speed at second. This pitch, check swing, call, strike number 1. No action in the Merchants pin. Can't quite see the Redmond pin from here, but Harkins is pitching pretty well. Lefty on lefty matchup. Runner bluffs, and he'll be chased back to the bag. Nealon has ran well this season. 4 stolen bags on the year. That'll miss. Swim on deck, should be needed. 2 away. Merchants looking for a base hit here to drive in a run. Long hold, time called by Kramer. Justice climbs back in. Nealon takes a big lead. Runner goes, swing and a miss, and the bag is stolen by Max Nealon. A great work on the base paths. Puts the runner 90 feet away, but 2 strikes. Justice got to be careful. With the runner at third now, though, you got to watch for the wild pitch. Ball called 2-2. Justice's last game in Washington was quite good, 5 for 5 with a home run. See if he can keep that going here back in Washington. This ball lifted to right field. The play made on the run for out number 3, diving to make that play. Merchants strand Max Nealon at third base. Jackson Swim will lead off when the Merchants come back up on the top of the 4th inning. We head to the bottom of the 3rd, scoreless. Welcome back. Bottom of the third inning, no score in Redmond. Danny Kahn leading off. Shortstop for the Redmond Dudes, hitting 189 on the season. Kenji Miller still out there for your Merchants. Only giving up one base runner. It was a base hit in the second. Struck out one. Through two. Miller's first pitch is ball low, bouncing over Owen. We mentioned it in the pregame, but for those of you joining late, a bit of a weird field setup here. Turf infields, bunt shown, a called strike on the outside corner. Turf infield that transitions into grass in the outfield, so a pretty nasty lip there on the back edge of that infield. See if that's a problem later in this game. Down low, 2-1. Shadows slowly starting to work their way towards the playing surface. Be a welcome reprieve from the heat for both of these teams. Bunt shown, 2-1, it's down the line, but foul. 2-2 now. The bunt will be off. 8-9-1 up for the Redmond Dudes. Danny Kahn, Chase Lindsay, and Isaac Hines. That'll be followed by Brandon Soloka and Angus Adams, should they be needed. The 2-2, check swing, Colts. Swinging strike number 3, a bit of confusion on that one, but a strikeout nonetheless. He'll take the strikeout, but a bit of a weird way to go about that as Chase Lindsay climbs in. Never hurts to appeal.
If you got it, use it. Ball's in the air to right field.
Swim charging. Plenty of time. I'll make the play and right. One pitch for the second out. 2 outs will bring up leadoff man. We'll bring up leadoff man Isaac Hines, designated hitter, struck out swinging in the first. Miller working efficiently. 34 pitches so far through 2 2/3. 17 strikes. Called strike. Good high pitch there for Kenji Miller. Miller working quickly and a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. 0-2. Soloka on deck. Should he be needed, but 2 away. Bases clear for Kenji Miller. Pitching was not particularly a problem early in that Alaska series, only becoming a problem late. This ball missing outside. So the losses, pretty low-scoring affairs early on in the series, but as things get later and you start to use your quality arms, things got a little ugly late. We're going to bounce back here. This ball missing 2 straight balls, evens the count at 2-2. Miller delivers this pitch is a ground ball up the middle, gloved by Kramer, throws across in time for out number 3. A great play by Kramer at shortstop. 1-2-3 inning for Kenji Miller. Looking for our first run of the ball game. We play the top of the 4th when we come back. Welcome back. Wes Harkins threw 3 innings. He's given up 3 base runners, 2 on walks, and a base hit. Jackson Swim walked in his first appearance, looking to get aboard on a base hit here. Top of the 4th inning. Harkins comes home. This ball hit well into left field. Base hit for Jackson Swim. Thinking too, no, he'll check up and take a single. And really one of the first well-hit balls of the game there by Jackson Swim, a leadoff single.
Just talking about that, it seems like there's been a lot of contact, but not much with any kind of velocity behind it, but the ball was hit hard.
Brody Ponte will climb in with a runner at first base and Jackson Swim. Ponte struck out swinging in the first. Scoreless tie here in the top of the 4th inning. We'll play 9 tonight. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike on the inside corner. Inside corner has been there for these pitchers.
Outside, not so much.
See if that continues as we get later in this ball game. The 0-1 is hit well into center field. Waiting in the middle of Swim. This play is made in center field. Lindsay able to track that down, and Swim will scamper back to first. Another well-hit ball, but right at a guy.
Gotta love that at the plate.
Wasted barrel. What
Exactly.
a shame. Teddy Bishop will climb in with 1 away. Swim still on at first base. Harkins working from the stretch. This pitch, swing and a miss, breaking ball.
Way
Got
out
him.
in front.
Harold Pye delivering the signs. The 0-1 hit well over the head of the third baseman. Swim will check up at second base. A single will move everyone up a station. And the Merchants threatening here. 2 on with 1 away. And Austin Owen climbing up. Struggling at the plate this season, but he has some power in that bat. If he can get a hold of one here, he's 0 for 1. Pretty decent speed on the base pass. You'd expect the Merchants to be able to avoid a double play. Mellow on deck. Long hold by Harkins. He comes home from the stretch. It misses inside for ball 1. Harkins is pitching a little slower when there's runners on, as you'd expect. One and 0, top of the 4th inning. Merchants looking to open the scoring in this ball game. This pitch missing low. 2 and 0. Mello on deck. He'll be followed by Lindbergh should he be needed. 2 away, or 1 away rather, in the top of the 4th. Is hit well into center field. Tagging his Swim. He bluffs. And everyone will stay pat. A fly out to center field for out number 2. We'll bring up Jordan Mello with 2 away and another big spot for the Merchants. Left a ton of runners on base in the Alaska series. Would like to see that trend end tonight. Lindbergh on deck. Mello hitting 128 this season. Numbers deflated a little bit from that Alaska series, but he has struggled at the dish. Looking to break out of that season-long slump. Swing and a miss.
Drops the off speed in there, got him out in front a little bit.
Harkins has been able to vary those pitches and induce some swings and misses.
Seen some more hard contact this inning, but with 2 outs, gotta see if he can deliver here or work out of it.
Got to put something in play. Long holds. Harkins delivers another breaking ball. 0-2.
That's where you gotta shorten up and, like you said, just try to put the ball in play. Choke up on the bat a little bit and make some contact.
Anything can happen if you put it in play, but you've got to put a ball in play. This ball missing low.
big hole on the right side with the second baseman holding the runner on.
Great time to go opposite way. The 1-2 is down low in the dirt, but it bounces right to Brendan Soloka. 2-2 the count. Wind starting to clock around. A little bit of right to left breeze, but still pretty calm.
I take care of all your other.
Long holes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It swung foul, just foul, down the third base line. And we'll do it again. Still looking for the first run of this ball game. This game is moving right along. First pitch at 5:05. We're in the fourth inning, only 40 minutes into this ball game. 2-2 is swung on, but it'll get out of play.
Nothing else, making him throw a couple pitches.
Yeah.
Kind of try to win the battle here.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Runners get their lead. Swim on in second base. Teddy Bishop on at first. The 2-2 swung on, well hit ball into left field. Jackson Swim gets the wave. Bishop will check up at second base. The throw's up the line, and Jackson Swim gets on the board for your Merchants. RBI single for Jordan Mello. And your Merchants take the first lead of the ballgame. Bryce Lindbergh will climb in. Merchants lead 1-0 on a good piece of hitting by Jordan Mello. First pitch hits him. It'll load the bases. Merchants have been hit a lot this season, but they'll take the base runners. And a dream scenario for your Merchants. Get a run and load the bases for your leadoff man. Nealon is the seventh hitter to the plate here in the top of the fourth inning. With two away. Really like to pick up more than one run in this jam that you've put Les Harkins in. This ball popped up, it'll get out of play. Strike number one.
You're saying 7 batters at the plate, only 1 run in. Got to find a way to bring more than that.
It's a good way to lose a ball game, blowing opportunities like that. But you'll take a lead. 1-0 might be enough with the way Kenji Miller's pitching. Kramer on deck. The pitch is low. 1-1. Shift signaled from the Redmond Dudes dugout. Bases packed. 1-1. The count of leadoff man Max Nealon 0 for 1 with a walk. The 1-1. A little high. Good take by Nealon. 2-1. Thank you all for tuning into this presentation of Everett Merchants Baseball. Merchants lead 1-0. Bases loaded. Top of the fourth. This pitch bouncing in 3-1. And now Harkins got to find the zone.
It's got to be perfect or you get a run anyway, so got to be smart at the plate here.
Big spot for one of the Merchants' best hitters with the bases loaded. Would love to get another run across at a minimum. There's the 3-1 pitch taken for a called strike, finding a piece of the zone. Nealon is heading to first, but he'll climb back in to see a payoff pitch.
We'll see the runners in motion here with 2 outs. Ball in play will almost certainly score 2 if it sweeps through the infield.
Here's the payoff pitch. Runners go, and this is a fly ball into the left field gap. That's going to score at least 2. They're going to hold Lindbergh at third base. 2 RBI double for Max Nealon into center field, and the Merchants lead 3-0.
It's a good piece of hitting there. Didn't try to do too much, but found a pitch you can handle. put it in the gap.
Good to see the Merchants finding a way to get some runs across. They've struggled mightily to take advantage of their opportunities in Alaska, and they are taking advantage here. Mountain visit for Redmond. Their first of the game. They'll bring up Cole Kramer.
Still threatening with a runner on second and third, too.
And a good hitter up, 320 average on the year for Kramer. 2 outs, 2 on, 3-0, top of the fourth inning. Merchants with 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Redmond, no runs on only 1 hit, no errors. Kramer is the 8th man to the plate for the Everett Merchants.
Another base hit will likely score 2 more with the speed.
Harkins laboring in this inning. He'll come home. Kramer will take, call it strike at the top of the zone. Justice on deck, swim in the hole. But with 2 away, Kramer's got to reach for them to matter. Big leads at second. This pitch is a ground ball to the second baseman. Going to have to make a play. Gloves it. The throw over is just in time. But the Merchants strike for 3 runs in the top of the fourth inning. When we come back, Kid Jamil will look to walk down this lead. Head to the bottom of the fourth inning. 3-0 Merchants. Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning, Merchants lead 3-0 on a big 3-run top of the fourth. Kenji Miller still on the mound. In his 4th inning of work, Brandon Saloka climbs in 0 for 1 with fly out to left field. First pitch bounces in for ball 1. Merchants finally able to find some hard contact in that top of the third, or top of the fourth rather, and it worked. The 1-0 is off the hands.
About straight back.
1-1. Miller comes home. The 1-1 pitch is lifted. Owen's going to take a look, but it's out of play. And one hops right into the forest and it's gone forever. Sad to lose baseballs like that. A lot of these teams run on pretty cheap budgets, but you know, it's part of the game. 2-2 the count now, as Miller missing just outside. For those keeping track of the Mariners game, Blue Jays tack on another run in the 6th inning. This is a chopper, but it gets foul, out of play. Ponte touching it out side of the line. A couple other scores. Yankees all over the Angels, 10-5 in the top of the 5th inning. Big score there is the Yankees in a rough spot. Just a game or 2 over 500. Expecting them to play a lot better than they have. 2-2 fouled back. We'll do it again.
With the Rays being competitive again, and the Red Sox putting together a much better year than anybody expected, Yankees are in a tough spot, especially with Yankee fans who expect a little bit more than that.
They do. Yankees 4th in their division right now, 7.5 back. missing outside. 3-2 the count now. Speaking of the Rays, they're currently trailing the Washington Nationals 4-2 in the top of the 7th inning.
Kyle Schwarber hit another homer?
Let's take a peek. Probably, knowing him. The 3-2 count is swung on, hit well to left field. This one's got a chance. It'll one-hop the wall. Charging hard is Saloka. He's thinking about 3, but he'll check up at 2. And a leadoff double for the Redmond Dudes puts Kinsey Miller in his first real jam of the ballgame. Angus Adams will climb up. Would you believe it if I told you Kyle Schwarber actually did hit another home run today?
Yeah, with how he's hitting, I would believe you. What is that? It's like
25.
Jeez.
Good.
How many in the past 10 games, 11 games?
Most of them, it feels like.
I would say over half. Or at least right around that halfway mark in the past 2 weeks.
He's on some kind of tear for Washington. First pitch is a called strike. Wow, finding a piece of the zone there.
Painted the outside corner.
Angus Adams 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to first. Leadoff runner reaching on a double to left for Redmond. Miller comes home, swing and a miss, a good pitch, 0-2.
Like the breaking ball there, had him way out in front.
Josh Parks on deck, nobody out, bottom of the 4th inning. Merchants lead 3-0, but in a bit of trouble here. Swing and a miss, a wipeout breaking ball for strike number 3. Another great pitch brings up Josh Parks. Durbin on deck. He's 0 for 1. Parks, 235 hitter on the year, hitting from the left side. 1 out, runner on second base. This pitch missing away. A few more out-of-town scores. Phillies over Marlins 1-0 in the 6th inning. Padres over Reds 3-1 at the end of the 2nd inning. Red Sox leading the Royals. This pitch hit well, caught, and doubled up in the bag. Unassisted double play at shortstop for Kramer into the threat. What a play by the recent high school graduate. We head to the top of the 5th inning. 3-0, Merchants lead. Welcome back. Top of the 5th inning, Merchants lead 3-0. Redmond was threatening there in the bottom of the 4th inning, but a heck of a grab at shortstop by Kramer, doubled off the runner at second base. Got the Merchants out of trouble. Jordan Justice climbs in, 1 for 2 tonight. He'll take a pitch outside. Ooh, no, called strike.
Catcher pulled that one right into the zone.
Good frame. 0-1. This pitch hit well to left. Towards the line, but the play is made by Vieira for out number 1. Jackson Swim will climb up, 1 for 1 with a walk. His spectacular PIL season continues. On deck is Ponte with 1 away. Looking to add on here. Swim will take just upstairs for ball 1. Same spot with that pitch. 2-0 quickly to Jackson Swim. Good hitters count for one of the better bats on the Merchants lineup. The 2-0 is swung on, foul off.
A little late on the fastball there.
Two and 1 to Jackson Swim. Pitch is hit well into the left center field gap. It'll get over the glove and roll all the way to the wall. Swim will cruise into second base. A stand-up double to center field. And with 1 away, the runner on second base. That'll bring up Brody Ponte.
Two hardest hit balls of the day, I think. That one almost tracked him by the left fielder, but could not quite track it down. Ball was hit very hard.
Just past Vieira's gloves. We'll have quick mound visits.
Just as I was saying, he was late on the fastball prior. He sped the bat up and got to that one.
He's able to, it's been one of his strengths this season, is he's been able to catch up and find a way to get a hold of the ball in big spots like that.
One down, runner on second.
Harkins asking for the signs again. Here's the catcher, trying to get on the same page. Big spot for Ponte. Here's the pitch. It's well inside for ball 1. Bishop on deck. This game just keeps ticking along. Top of the 5th inning. We're not even at the hour mark yet. Long hold by Harkins. He'll come home. This pitch hit well to center field. Going back towards the wall, he makes the play, but Swim tags and will take third easily. So a fly out for Brody Ponte, but it moves the runner along, and with 2 away, Swim stands 90 feet away for Teddy Bishop.
Second hard hit out to center field. Ponte's had this game. Working up the middle, hitting the ball hard, but can't find grass.
Teddy Bishop 1 for 2 this evening with a single and a run scored. We're going to pick up an RBI here and give Merchants a little more breathing room, this missing outside. From the stretch, the 1-0 is swung, hit well, but foul. And out of play. Trying to find a sign he likes. Finally finds one he's satisfied with. Harkins from the stretch. He'll come home. And this pitch is just fouled down straight at the plate. 1-2.
Interesting to see. You're seeing it more and more with the catchers dropping down to one knee. Heard it's the ability to get that target lower, but With a runner on third, it always seems dangerous. Can't move quite as well from that position, and ball in the dirt. Almost an automatic run if it gets by.
Something you got to keep an eye on with the runner on third. This ball getting out of play. We'll do it again.
It's a little bit less mobile that way.
See if that's a factor in this at bat. Real low stance for the catcher here. The 2-1 bouncing in to the screen. Swim coming home and right on cue. A wild pitch scores a run for your Merchants. It's now 4-0. And a great call, Ben.
Don't mind seeing that with nobody on base, but interesting to see him elect to do that with the runner on third. No way of knowing if he would have blocked that either way, but I feel like you get a lot more mobility when you're in the crouch as opposed to down on an E.
2-2 ball hit right to the third baseman. Let's throw across the diamond in plenty of time for out number 3. But the Merchants pick another run on a wild pitch. Jackson Swim scores the 4th run of the ballgame. We get to the bottom of the 5th. 4-0 Merchants. Welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning. 4-0 your Merchants lead on a wild pitch that got by Saloka, who was on one knee. Good high pitch, but missing to Tyler Durbin. Kenji Miller is still out there for your Merchants. He's only given up 2 hits, no walks, struck out 3. It's been very efficient through 4+. This ball missing low. Quickly 2-0. Carl's World Series Game 2 starting here momentarily. Vandy up
due to some
1-0.
rain out in Omaha, but
Vandy can take it home tonight with a win. This ball missing low. 3-0 now to Durbin, and Miller really struggling for the first time. See if he can find the strike zone.
don't know how many people are going to give it to Vandy this year. All the controversy that got him there.
Yeah, definitely some controversy. NC State being forced to withdraw. Called strike, just finding a piece of the zone will fill the count. 2 good pitches in a row for Miller. NC State, a couple of positive COVID test results, and they were forced to withdraw. This
Chop
ball
foul.
just out of play. We'll do it again.
Impossible to say what would have happened between NC State and Vandy in Game 3, but NC State beats Jack Leiter in Game 1 and loses in Game 2, but by a score of 3-1. That's ball 4 up and away.
Leadoff walk.
Score of 3-1 in Game 2 with 2 of their runs being unearned against an NC State team with 13 guys.
Real limited roster there in that game. It's a real shame because you also don't particularly want to punish the Vanderbilt kids because it's not their fault that they got through in the manner that they did, but it's just a tough situation. And frankly, poorly handled by NCAA as this ball misses outside.
I feel like there's a lot of ways you could go about it, but that just didn't seem quite right.
not exactly in a time crunch to get these games in either.
Exactly, and especially with the lack of regulations already, that ball's taken up in a way. With the fans being over 20,000 for every game, having no regulations, no masks, no COVID positive test results, or that ball was laced into the gap.
Well hit ball. Lots of trouble. It'll bounce over the wall. Ground rule double, and that's a big break for the Merchants.
So that runner from first was going to score easy.
Easy run scored that's saved by the ground rule double, but trouble brewing for the Merchants as Redmond has 2 on in scoring position with nobody out.
I decided.
Back to NC State, just like you said, no real timeline, and I guess you got to assume it was for the money. The NCAA was determined to get these games in the allotted time, but it just baffling to take that opportunity away from those kids.
It certainly is, and it's a real shame to see NC State, never winning a World Series. It was a golden opportunity for them, a win away from getting into the final series.
One of the hottest teams, quite frankly. I mean, beating Vandy once and almost beating him a second time, it felt like NC State was on a path to get to the finals, and to have it taken away like that, and in the manner that it was taken away, I think is just rubbing a lot of people the wrong way.
And rightfully so. And all we can hope is that this is the last sports season that we have to deal with any of these restrictions, so we can get back to normal sports.
Got to at some point.
We'll be back at some point. It's just a matter of when. This ball missing outside. Harold Pyatt was out to have a talk with his battery. No pitching change yet. Some light workout in the pen. Aiden Hammersmark warming up out there. Miller coming home, missing away. 2-0. Dangerous spot for the Merchants pitching staff. Two and 0, bottom 5th. Merchants with a 4-run lead, but the Dudes threatening with 2 in scoring position. Infield in at the corners. Here's the pitch. It's fouled back. Oh. Back in the count at 2-1. For those following along live on Point Streak, if this game slows down much more, my scoring program is going to run out of batteries, so the rest will be updated tonight. Miller, 2-1 from the stretch. This pitch is fouled off. 2 foul balls induced by Kenji Miller. He evens the count. Nice breeze, starting to cool down this park a little bit. So the Northwest has been hammered by a heat wave the last couple days. Ground ball to the shortstop. He'll throw across in time, but he'll score a run. An RBI ground out will also advance Durbin to third base. Merchants still lead, but give a run back. It's 4-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Danny Kahn up to bat with a runner at third and 1 out. This pitch is a called strike. Pretty long hold by Miller. He'll come home missing away. 1-1. Merchants pick up, or rather, Mariners pick up 3 runs but give up 3 more. 6-3 Blue Jays for those following that game. 1-1. 1 away, runner at third base. As this pitch hit well but out of play. 1-2. Merchants will be back in action on Thursday against the Northwest Honkers. Game will be played at Bellevue High School. Still waiting to hear about potential broadcasting opportunities at that venue. This is a new stadium in the PIL schedule this year. Check swing, he didn't go outside the pitch. 2-2 now the count.
Infield moves in with a 3-run lead.
Strike 3 called, just catching a part of the zone. And a big out number 2 for Kenji Miller. Great pitch there. Dude's dugout not too upset by the call, so you tend to think it was probably the right one. As Lindsay climbs in. 0 for 1 with a fly out. And 2 away. Base hit's the only way to score this run. And out won't do it. Strike call on the outside. The 0-1 called straight down the pipe. 0-2 the count. And the Merchants are a pitch away from leaving this inning with minimal damage. Breeze is stiffening from right to left. The 0-2 pitch just outside. 1-2. We play in the bottom of the 5th inning. Infield back. 2-2. Check swing. Call. Strike 3. A great pitch by Miller, and he gets out of the inning. 1 run scores, but we head to the top of the 6th inning. 4-1 Merchants. Welcome back. New arm for the Redmond Dudes. Jonathan Cohen's first pitch is fouled off down third base line by Austin Owens. Cohen on the season, 8 appearances, only 1 start, 23 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 5 runs, both were earned, and a 1.92 ERA. So quality arm out of the pin as this ball popped up.
Shallow center,
lands,
in,
and it drops for a base hit. Seemed like no one really wanted to get to that ball. And it falls in for a leadoff single. Wes Harkins' book is closed. His night is over after 5 innings. Gave up 4 runs. They were all earned on 6 hits, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. 84 pitches, 52 for strikes. Jordan Mello climbs in. Nobody out. Bunt shown. He pops it up, out of play. Harold Pyatt is a proponent of bunting in this situation. You'll see him lay down a bunt pretty much whenever there's a runner on first with nobody out.
A little small ball, get back to basics. See if it's on again with one strike.
Long hold. The 0-1 is low.
Didn't show bunt.
Interesting, as we'll see. I missed the signs. Could have told you if I had seen it. From the stretch. The 1-1 inside and low for ball 2. Two and one. Runner gets their leads. Bunt shown. He gets it down, and it's just foul. Bunt will be off with 2 strikes. Nobody out and Owen on at first base. Sign was a bunt there and almost got it down. Owen takes his lead. It's a modest one. The 2-2 outside fills the count. Making Cohen work is Jordan Mello. 9-1 and 2 due up after Jordan. We play the top of the 6th inning. 4-1 Merchants lead. The full count pitch is right to the second baseman. Over second for one. On to first. 4-6-3 double play to clear the base path.
As easy as they come. Hard hit ball right at somebody. Had plenty of time. Flip and throw. Got him by a couple steps.
So 2 away in the top of the 6th inning. Bryce Lindbergh will climb up. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He was also hit by a pitch in the 4th. First pitch he sees fouled into the screen. 0-1. The 0-1 from the line is swung on and missed. Got him on a breaking ball.
Not seeing that pitch particularly well first time through.
He's a new pitcher, so it'll take a while might take a minute for the Merchants to catch back up. Nealon on deck should he be needed with 2 away. Cohen comes home. This pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. A double play helps Cohen face the minimum. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, 4-1 Merchants. Welcome back, bottom of the 6th inning. Merchants lead 4-1 and Kenji Miller dealing on the mound. Called strike number 1.
you call that a strike?
Called strike number 1. Descent from the Dudes dugout.
Close, Blue. Come on, man.
And the 0-1 pitch is swung right through. 0-2. Good breaking ball to induce the swing. The 0-2 outside. One and two. Kenji Miller having a great night. His 70th pitch is a called strike. Number 3. It was a pretty unenthusiastic strike 3 call. So that is the first out. Brandon Soloka climbs up with 1 away, bottom 6. Miller comes home, and this ball swung on and foul.
On the sky.
71 pitches for Miller, 46 for strikes. Giving up 4 base runners, 3 hits, and a walk. Pretty efficient night for the lefty. This ball is punched into center field, a base hit for Soloka. A run-out base runner at first for the Dudes as they look to start a rally. There's that well-hit ball the Dudes have been waiting for.
Have to see if they can keep it up. Dude's unhappy with the strike zone. At first, at bat, don't really blame him. No explanation on whether it was called strike or swinging strike, which I think was part of the frustration. A pitch swung on in the dirt, runner goes to second, takes it standing.
Tough. There's like 1-0 and that wild pitch sending the runner over. Yeah, I don't blame the Dudes at all for getting a little frustrated there, but got to keep playing. And the runner goes, called strike and a stolen bag.
Takes through with no throw. And a warning issued. Warren's the Dude's head coach at third base, and have to see how that one plays out.
Still a lot of ball game left, so he's got to be careful. Counts 1-1 with the runner at third base, 1 away, bottom of the 6th inning. Miller comes home outside, 2-1.
Ooh.
Pretty similar to that called strike earlier. It's gonna only. Two and 1. Here's the pitch. It's missing.
Missing just a bit.
3-1. Time called. Time for the count. 3-1. Miller comes home. Got to find the zone. He gets a foul ball. Fills the count. Soloka on at third base, 1 away. Wild pitch and a stolen base advanced him from a single. The payoff pitch to Adams is a check swing chopper. Just gets foul. It's a dangerous ball.
Third baseman almost better off just letting that one go foul.
Yeah, it's a tough play, especially with the runner retreating the third there. You don't have any chance to hit the leadoff guy.
Full count again.
Here's the payoff pitch. It's upstairs. Runners on the corners for the Dudes on the 1-out walk. Yeah, great battle there for the Dudes. And a pinch runner at first base. Angus Adams is out. Reed Stern, the pinch runner. Josh Parks climbs in, lefty bat, 0 for 2 tonight. Lined into that double play to end the 4th inning. Pick off to first, nothing doing. Time called. Harold Pyatt out to the mound for a mound visit. We'll take a quick break. 4-1 Merchants, Dudes on the Corners. Miller's first pitch to Parks is fouled off. 0-1. Runners on the corners, bottom 6. Home plate umpire asking for a couple more new baseballs. Miller looking to keep his scoreline pretty clean. He's only given up 1 run. Low. Ball 1. Little strike zone controversy so far in this inning. See how the teams can adjust to this. Runner goes. Miller's pitch is called strike. Throw is cut off by the pitcher, and a stolen bag.
Tries to deke the runner on third to crash in, but didn't quite sell it good enough, and now second and third.
Double steal was not on, as Reed Stern, the pinch runner, stealing that bag. As this ball fouled away. We'll do it again. Big 1-2 pitch to Parks with only 1 away. The 1-2 is a ground ball past Kramer. Holding the runner on the deke will score a run, but keep the runner at second base. Good play by Kramer. 4-2 Merchants over the Dudes.
Interesting, the runner held up at second there. Didn't want to get out at third on a ball that was fielded by the shortstop, but sets up the force at third with runners on first and second here.
Yeah, definitely an interesting play there. Is this ball low?
No advance.
2 on, 1 away. 4-2 Merchants over the Redmond Dudes. Everett looking into 7-game skid. It's been a tough week and a half for the Merchants. Here's the pitch. Runner's bluff fouled away. 1-1. Round ball to Kramer at short, Mello at second, and over to first in time for the double play. 6-4-3 ends the threat. The Dudes do pick up a run as we head to the top of the 7th. 4-2 Merchants. Welcome back. Top of the 7th inning. Max Nealon will lead off for your Merchants.
Hey Siri, what's the temperature?
First pitch called strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Nealon 1 for 2 tonight with an RBI double and a walk. Take a called strike number 2. Nealon will be followed by Kramer, who's 0 for 3, and Jordan Justice, who's 1 for 3. Merchants lead 4-2, but could use a couple insurance runs here. Action in the Merchants pen. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3, a 3-pitch strikeout for Jonathan Cohen will bring up Cole Kramer. Good solid pitch there. Kramer swings and fouls the first pitch he sees away down the first base line. 0-1.
I'll be going to 73.
Climbing back in, 0-1 with 1 away. Just low, 1-1. Good take by Kramer. Down low and inside, 2-1. Two and one, good spot here for Cole Kramer with some good bats behind him. Let's see what he can do. The 2-1 pitch is grounded, foul, just foul. 2-2 the count. The 2-2 to Kramer, swung on and missed for strike 3.
Breaking ball working.
Out number 2 on that good breaking ball by Cohen. Justice climbs in, 1 for 3 tonight, 375 hitter on the year. He's been swinging a great bat. A hometown kid in the Everett area, love to see it. Ball missing, 1-0. The bottom of the second inning, game 2 of the College World Series is tied at 1 apiece. This ball's fouled away. Just outside. Wow.
Just off the outside corner.
2-1 to Jordan Justice. Jackson Swim on deck. Well hit ball right to the third baseman, and that is out number 3. Merchants going order. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 4-2 Merchants. Welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for the Merchants is Charlie Wright. 3 appearances this season, all starts, 16 and a third innings pitched. He's given up 9 runs, all earned, 11 strikeouts to 4 walks. His first pitch called a ball. Wright at a 4.95 ERA. Second pitch is also a ball. Charlie works extremely fast. As soon as he's given the go-ahead, he pitches. The 2-0. Swung on, well hit. Justice has plenty of time. Oh, and he can't make the play. And Aaron left as he loses his glove. And getting the second base on the error.
Ball went up in the sun and couldn't find it.
The error reaching on the error.
It's a tough one.
Tough break. Cameron Bugger comes up with a man on second base on the 2-base error in left. Gives Charlie Wright a little protection. Button shown. Pulls back, called strike.
Runner got caught halfway there.
Picked off.
Somehow gets back to second
man.
base. That's got to get it out there.
Harold Pyatt not happy. Merchants have made a couple defensive mistakes on the base paths, but have also made their fair share of pretty spectacular plays, so it turns into a bit of a wash. Corners in, as the bunt was shown early, but this ball's fouled away, and with 2 strikes, Ponce will play it back. Little breeze coming in from right, but nothing of much importance. Long look for Charlie. From the stretch. Comes home. It misses. Gets away. The throw down is not in time. Wow. Crafty slide to get into third.
That's even better than the sacrifice.
Yeah, much better than the sacrifice. Pass ball moves the runner across 1 and 2. This ball grounded past the diving glove of Neal, and that'll score a run. Single in the left field. And the Merchants lead down to 1.
Base it to left, brings in a run. Inching closer.
Tough spot for Charlie. This pitch fouled away. Miller's in line for the win, should Everett hold on. Harkin's in line for the loss, but both those pitchers would be off the record if another run scores here. From the stretch, Wright delivers. Swung through and missed. Strike 2.
Big swing. Gotta try to put him away here.
No outs. Big spot for Charlie. See if he can get a ground ball or a strikeout. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Might have been a little high. Tight game in Redmond. Merchants looking to hold on. This pitch is a little blooper. Neal taking a peek, but it'll get out. Don't love our angle here. It's hard to read a couple of these balls, but nothing too terrible.
He got the shade, so can't complain too much.
Exactly. Weather's calmed right down for us. 1-2 the count. Runner goes. Swing and a foul back out of play. It'll get deep in the woods. 1 and 2. Bugger had second stolen.
A great jump there off the first righty we've seen on the mound today.
Wright's got a good pickoff move, and that ball gets away. An error on the play. Error by Charlie Wright there will advance the runner. Still 1-2.
Now a runner on second, really gotta go for the strikeout here.
Big moment in this game as this ball is lifted. Nealon taking a peek.
It's gonna sneak out.
And it will just get out of play. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat to Danny Kahn, who's over 2 with a pair of Ks. Mariners now trail the Blue Jays 9-3. That game's getting a bit out of hand. Still a 1-1 tie in Omaha. But first things first, let's take care of this game. Merchants lead 4-3, bottom of the 7th, but a runner on second, nobody out for the Dudes. Wright comes home. This pitch is swung on, hit well, swim on his horse, but he's not going to get to it. It'll get all the way to the fence. A run scores. Kahn heading to third, and he'll get there standing. The throw a little closer than I thought it was going to be, but an RBI triple ties the ball game. And a big spot now for Charlie Wright. Miller now with a 6-inning, 2-run, no decision. Bit of a tough pill to swallow for him, I'm sure, but good outing nonetheless. And Charlie Wright now just looking to keep this game tied, but with nobody out, a runner on third, be a tough task. And a ball high is not going to help to chase Lindsay.
To score a run from third. Infield's in. Hopefully cut down on a ground ball, but also cuts down on the range.
Might not even go with the infield, and this ball hit well to swim. Middle depth, Swim's got a good arm. Here comes the runner. It's going to be in time. And they call it a save. Harold Pye might get himself ejected on this.
Umpire isn't.
And he's gonna check with the third base umpire, I think.
Home plate umpire was not in the right position to make that call.
Wow.
I don't know why he jumped out in front of the plate there. Play's going to be at home and put himself in a terrible position to make that call.
So either a double play or a sacrifice fly. It sure looked like he was out from our angle, but the umpire did not have a good view. So
the ball beat him there, but ball beating there doesn't always mean he's out, especially with how crafty some of these base runners are now. But that looked like he got him. Throw beat him. Tried to hook slide around it, but again, home plate umpire in a terrible position to make that call. He's got to be almost our vantage point, just kicked it a little bit more towards the first base side. That's where the runner's coming down, the tag is going to be. You get the best angle on it, and I don't know where exactly. I don't know where he was going with it. Let's see.
Well, I don't know where he thinks he's going to get help from in that conference. He's even with the bad angle, and they rule him safe. And I think Harold's biggest frustration here is a fair one, is that the safe call was so delayed on a bang bang play like that. So the run scores, and the Merchants trail for the first time in this ball game by a score of 5-4. I'm impressed Harold didn't get himself tossed there. He can be a little bit of he can get excited sometimes. So 1 away, bases are clear for Charlie Wright. He'll come home. And a well-hit ball by Hines. And a diving play is made in left field. Jordan Justice a little slow to get up. He has been a tremendous defensive left fielder this season. And my goodness. He did it again.
And again, a little bit of controversy with the call. Call came in pretty late.
Really late. Hines is rounding second when the call's made.
And he went to third and stood there for a second trying to decide what the call on the field was. And
wild. Justice seems okay. This ball low. 1-0.
Rough game for the umpiring crew, at least in this bottom of the 7th inning.
Really tough game. This ball upstairs, 2-0. Yeah, not a great night for the umpires. We'll see if they can get things squared away for the last 2 innings of this one. We got a good one on our hands. This ball foul, 2-1. Got some fans here today. Not a completely empty ballpark on a Tuesday afternoon in June. 2-1. Rights pitch over the head. Missed the grip there.
A little bit of chin music went sailing there.
Soroka 2-1 tonight, or 2 for 3 rather tonight.
Looked like the breaking ball just didn't quite break, and that ball is hit pretty well too.
Jack's Justice
left out.
back, and it's a lot of trouble. And it will one hop the wall. Justice throws in, holds Soroka to a double.
Gets it in quick, but that ball is another ball barreled up here off right this inning.
3 for 4 night for Soroka, who I thought had been lifted, but I apologize. I put the runner in on my paper scorebook in the wrong spot. Soroka at second. Right comes home, and his first pitch swung through and missed by the pinch runner turned second baseman, Reed Stern. Right? Giving up 3 runs in this 2/3 of an inning. Bit of a tough outing for him. Look if he can get out of it here. Pitch outside for ball 1.
All the contact this inning has been hard. The sacrifice fly turned almost double play was a ball hit hard, and that diving catch in left. Another ball hit on the screws. And
the 1-1 is Chopper. Going to be a tough play. Nealon charges right. Scott instead. He throws across. Not in time. Infield single.
it's a play you gotta let your third baseman take there.
Yeah, Charlie Wright trying to do a little too much.
Third
And put runner
baseman
on the corners.
coming in like that gonna have much easier time getting something on that throw instead of Wright, who's gonna fall off to the left side of the mound, running back across,
And
throwing across his body.
And a great defensive third baseman in Max Nealon at that. Two outs, a bit of a moment of controversy as the home plate umpire loses track of the number of outs. Goodness gracious, what a night. Josh Parks digs in, 1 for 3, and an RBI. Drives on the corner, chance to do some damage. Runner bluffs, pitch well outside, good stop by Owens.
And the rough inning continues.
Not a great night for Pacific International League Baseball. Back pick, not in time. Close play, though. Charlie Wright does have a good move.
Right now is one of those times you think you should just be focusing on the batter at the plate.
Upstairs, 2-0.
Pitch had a little something extra on it there.
Some
Back
work.
away.
Yeah, fastball starting to pick up a little bit. There's some movement in the Merchant's pin. I can't quite see the number.
Seeing those frustration fastballs always tick up a couple miles an hour.
Yes, they do. Which can work if you can control them, but you got to control them. Runner goes 2-0. Ball outside, throw down is in time. And that's one way to get out of an inning. But the Merchants lose the lead on 3 dudes runs and plenty of controversy. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Your score, the Redmond Dudes 5 and the Everett Merchants 4. Welcome back. Jackson Swim digs in for the Merchants, and he takes the first pitch called strike of the knees. Jonathan Cohen, 2 innings of scoreless baseballs, only allowed a base runner once on a base hit. Swim, Ponte, and Bishop do up, and this ball hit pretty well into the left center field gap, and the play is made and left for out number 1.
Looks like he might have been a little out front on that one. That was that off-speed pitch he's been going to pretty consistently, and just a little early on that one.
Merchants lost the lead in the 7th inning on 4 base hits. They gave up 3 runs. Only one of those runs earned on, as there was an error or 2 mixed in there. It's going to save the ERA of Charlie Wright a little bit, but a bad inning regardless. Well hit ball by Ponte, but right to the third baseman to throw across the diamond in time for out number 2.
Looked again like it was just off the end of the bat there a little early.
And with 2 away, Teddy Bishop climbs in, and the Merchants all of a sudden starting to run out of outs.
Been a while since they put an inning together to score a run, and not off to a great start here.
No run since the 5th for the Merchants, and a ball inside, maybe a little low, just missing the zone. Some action in the Merchants' pen. Jake Soila, one of them, warming up. This pitch low is ooh, no, a called strike.
Zone
Boy, it
dancing
looks
a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like that was at the knees, but tough night behind the plate. This pitch is a ground ball to the second baseman, throw over, and plenty of time for the out. A 1-2-3 inning. Merchants will be down to their final 3 outs, but first things first, the Dudes have a chance to put up some more in the bottom of the 8th. Welcome back. Charlie Wright remains on the mound for your Merchants. He'll face Josh Parks, the right fielder. Well hit ball. Caught by Ponte at first base. What a play. Robbery.
Likely a double there, robbed. At least a single.
And that is a tough luck out for Josh Parks. Holy smokes. Got to feel for the kid. Tyler Durbin is the next dude's batter up. He'll take a ball high. 0 for 2, including a double play. He walked and scored in the 5th.
Seems like they're seeing right well. Again, allowed out.
Another pretty well hit ball. Charging and not making the sliding play is Bryce Lindbergh. That'll be a single into center field. It's kind of a bloop or well hit fly ball single. But trouble for Charlie Wright.
Just goes to show you baseball. The line drive out and the soft fly ball finds a hole.
Yep. It's funny how that all works.
Breaking pitch fouled away.
0-1 the count. Trying to identify the pitcher throwing out in the bullpen. I thought it was Shane Melrose, but he's just came out of the bullpen, or out of the dugout rather, and it looks like it's Jake Soila still warming up out there. Number 20. Charlie Wright from the stretch. Fouled off. 0-2 with one away and a man on first base. Merchants will send the bottom third of their order to the plate in the top of the 9th inning, needing at least a run to extend the game.
Decent lead over at first.
So Chopper, Kramer fields it. The shovel to second and for one. On the first, drops the ball. Wouldn't have been in time likely anyways. The fielder's choice will erase the leadoff runner. A 5-4 Redmond lead over the Everett Merchants with 2 away and a runner on first base via the fielder's choice.
Ball just wasn't hit quite hard enough to turn 2. Like Sean said, even if the ball was caught, wasn't going to get the out. Puts Vieira on at first base instead of Durbin. That ball missing high. A little less speed, probably, on the base paths for the dudes. Right from the stretch. Swing and a miss. A good breaking ball there. It's even the count at 1-1. Thank you all for watching this presentation of Everett Merchants Baseball. Hopefully, the stream is performing well. Game has flown by.
Quick game. Slowed down a touch here, but still just barely at the 2-hour mark here in the 8th inning. So while missing outside 2-1. Nice, cool, refreshing breeze coming through and the shadows across the infield.
Sure looks like the left fielder's struggling a little bit out there, though. Sun setting right behind him.
Outfield's going to be full sun for a while. This ball into the left center field gap. And the play made by Bryce Lindbergh for out number 3. Last subs for the Merchants. They'll send Austin Owen, Jordan Mello, and Bryce Lindbergh, barring a couple pinch hitters. Top of the 9th inning when we come back. Welcome back. Top of the ninth inning. New pitcher. Can't quite make out his name as his number not listed on the roster. He'll look for the close. And he'll face Austin Owens. Owens ducks out of the way of a little bit of chin music there. For Redmond Dudes over your Everett Merchants. Got to get a run here to extend the game. A little bit more of a sidearm delivery here as this ball grounded to the third baseman. Gonna take a quick throw, and he gets in there under the tag. A single to third base. What a play by Austin Owen, the leadoff runner aboard.
High throw brought the first baseman up off the bag, and presence of mind to slide into first to try to get under the tag and work beautifully.
And we're going to have a couple moves here. Pinch hitter in the 8-hole is Riley Quinton. He's coming in to replace Jordan Mello. But we're going to have a pinch runner as well.
For number 35.
And a pinch runner, Christian LaPierre, is a pitcher for the Merchants, but has pretty good athleticism, is going to run at first base. And Riley Quinton, pinch hitting, I'm going to guess he's going to try to lay it on a bunt here. But a big hole on that right side looks pretty intriguing. Bunt shown, called strike.
Interesting to see if we can take advantage of the errant throw and tie the ball game up. Got to take advantage of the mistakes, see if the bunt's still on.
Bunt still on, and it's Shaw lifted foul out of play. Well, out towards the dugout, rather. 0-2, bunt's going to be off here.
It's going to drive the coach crazy.
Got to get a bunt down in that situation. Going to be a pinch hitter next up to Ramstead, another lefty bat on deck. Got to avoid a double play here.
Got to do a job, try to get the runner to second.
Well away, and that was a great stop by Saloka behind the dish. As that moves the runner in scoring position if he doesn't make that catch.
Back move to first.
Nothing doing.
You mentioned this pitcher has a little bit of a funky delivery, almost short arms it. Looks like almost like a catcher on the delivery.
There goes outside and high. The ball bounces in there, and he can't hold on to it. A stolen base, and a runner now in scoring position for the Merchants. A base hit would tie the ball game.
Worked better than a sack bunt there, but good throw, might have been hosed. Looks like if he would have held on to that ball, might have had him.
I think he was. I think he lost the ball there in contact with that base runner.
Got to take advantage of the mistakes, and we'll see if the Merchants can drive in that run and tie the ball game.
LaPierre at second. Quinton, a 2-2 count, drives it full to 3-2. We'll have a pinch hitter for Bryce Lindbergh. It's Jackson Ramstead, the lefty bat, before turning it over to the top of the order. So good opportunities for the Merchants. Long lead for LaPierre. Foul tip into the glove for strike 3. A battle, but an unfortunate turn of events there.
Looked like that breaking ball just fell under the barrel there and got the swing through it. Still runner on second, one down.
Ramstead pinch hitting here with one away.
I'd love to
LaPierre
have seen
on.
that ball in play and hopefully get that runner to third. A lot more ways to score from third with only one out, but
Certainly. Ramstead, not swinging a super hot bat this season, but a lefty in this situation is a plus.
that's a
Missing low.
good pitch though. Seeing the breaking ball now. See if he comes back with that again or a fastball.
Nealon on deck, you'd love to get to him. Ramstead, oh, watch a called strike of the knees. Both those pitches right on the line. Each team getting a call. Base hit ties the ball game. Almost certainly.
Good lead at second.
And good speed. Back pick, nothing doing. Bit of a pretty tight play there. That was a good move. LaPierre yet to appear in as a Merchants on the offensive side. You wonder if he might pitch if this game goes to 9. This pitch swung through and missed. 1 and 2.
It's not the type of swing you want to see here. Just heard Coach down third talking about nice easy swing, just need a single. Got the tying run on second base. You want to just put the ball in the outfield, see if we can tie the game. Don't worry about taking the lead here.
Foul tip.
Not held on
And
to.
not held. Bit of a break there.
Again, looked like a big swing for Ramstead at the plate. Especially with 2 strikes, like to see him shorten up and just try to put the ball in play somewhere. Easier said than done, but
Ground ball to the right side also advances the runner, likely, even if it's an out. So you got to think about that as well. Move to second, no cover. LaPierre gets a little fancy with the slide to second. Merchants down to their final 2 outs. Swung through and missed for strike 3. Got him on the high heat. And with 2 away, Nealon will look to play hero. Nealon always brings a good attitude to the field. So you know he's not too stressed about this in a situation. But he's the last chance for the Merchants with 2 away. Good, solid contact would score a run. There's the pitch, called strike.
breaking ball in there. Holding the runner on there. He's still got big hole on the right side.
Stepped off is the pitcher. Oh, and 1 for Nealon.
Good size lead out at second. Second baseman's creeping in.
Nealon went for 3 tonight. Check swing, ball in the dirt.
1-1.